Hello, Imagine144, and I am back on the CaseCraft server, so I'm very excited to start a new project. So I had a lot of fun playing with the guys on the ladders map that Drake made, so I'm actually over by his dark forest, and I cleared out this area, and I'm going to be doing a special project. So let's actually get out of this mode right here. And yeah, this is pretty big. This is about the size it's going to be, but it's too hilly, so we need to flatten this out. So what's a better machine to flatten some land and dig some holes than an excavator? Yes, I rented one from a shady source and got a pretty good price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rev up the machines and flatten out this land for a very special project. What we're going to be doing is, if you haven't played on, like, the Shotbow server has it, I'm not sure if any other servers have, like, their own variations, but there was a hidden, it was like a mod for, I don't even remember what game it was, but it was pretty much like an invisible guy goes around and tries to murder all the Marines or something. But there was a Minecraft version of it where a visible guy comes and tries to murder you. So it's very similar, and it was a lot of fun, and I used to play it. So I'm going to try to recreate it in vanilla. This will be interesting, and it'll be great. So I need to flatten all this land, so let's actually hop in the machine right here. And we're going to, I forgot to mention, actually, it's going to be a hedge maze. That's going to be the theme of it, and it's going to be very dark and spooky, and I'm going to encircle these trees around, but I had to open them up a little bit so the excavator could get in and flatten all the land out. So let's actually hop in it right now. And I actually got the inspiration from this from Corrales. This is pretty much his design, except for a little tweaks and touches here. You know, I can't copy something straight over. I have to put my own touch on it, because his, you can't actually get inside of it. And this, I definitely can. Let's hop in here. And I like seeing the scoop here. I made it also a little bigger than the one he has. It's great. You're going to probably see this pop up a little more when I do projects. It's just a little thing pops up like, hey, I'm building over here. And then I have my name actually on the license plate also. CaseCraft, so you like put the state on your driver's plate. And then my thing's way too long for a regular plate. But alright, so let's hop in right now, and let's rev up these engines, and let's get start work. And I'm going to be get to start work. That made sense. I'm going to start working and flattening out this land. So let's pop these engines on and rev them up. Just imagine you hear it. Alright, here we go, and I'm going to be right back. Alright, a nice hard day's work. We parked the excavator back in its spot. We had to test out the scooper a little bit. Hey, role-playing, it's fun. Alright, so I flattened out this land, and I also dug like little corner pieces to mark where the thing's going to be. And this is the entrance right here. And I'm going to do like a really spooky walk up to it. It's going to be great. And I need to patch up a few areas. Actually, over here, I cut down a little too many trees, so I need to put a bunch more in there, like super close, so it like hangs over the hedges. It's gonna be, did I say great already? Alright, I need to also go back home. I need to sleep for the night, drive my excavator. I'm being murdered. Babies are killing me. Okay, I have a sword around here somewhere. Can I beat him to it? Oh, baby. This was not planned. I'm doing things. Thank you. Alright, so I need to drive this thing home and get some logs and actually dig out all of the area where this is going to be, place them down, and then we're going to get started with the hedges, which I hope I have enough. I've been cutting down a lot of spruce trees, which is going to be a really cool, different color for this area, and it's going to be great. So I'm going to go to sleep. Did I say great again? And I need to drive home, and let's rev the engines back up, and I'm going to be right back. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm probably cutting that. That's pretty embarrassing. There we go. That was actually quite a few hours. This time, let's pull the keys out of here. Oh, we just put the keys. We'll just slap the keys in there. Awesome. You store them. It's great. So let me actually hop up here and show you. We can even shut the door. We're done with the excavator. We're done for cuts for now. I got quite a lot of work done. Let's actually hop up on top. Let's parkour a little bit. Parkour. And, oh, F3. Oh, I fell off. I fell off machinery. Very hazardous conditions. See if we can get back on here somehow. Are you kidding me? Let's get back up here. There we go. So this is how much work I got done. So there's no actual cutoffs yet. And this is not a maze. This is pretty much just smaller and smaller squares. And then what I'm going to do is actually go through and do the cutoffs, so like the dead ends and everything like that. which is really cool, and I have it all designed already because I was gonna tell myself I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna come up with the design so I don't mess it up, and it's actually going to have a pathway that makes it to the middle, which is the goal in any maze, correct? But kind of in this one, it's pretty much the goal to survive. Maybe I'll have like a time thing. I'm not sure yet. I haven't worked out all the redstone. It's pretty simple. I think we're just gonna pretty much survive, and then you die, the next hidden goes up or whatever. I might even have like a wool thing to randomly pick. Ooh, I'm getting ideas. But this is pretty much just the bare bones of the actual hedge maze itself. So let's actually gather some resources here. I want to do the middle part for this, and I have a bunch of resources kind of hidden around here. I want to actually, let's grab some shears, very helpful in this condition. I want to finish the middle part before we end this, because this is taking a lot longer than I imagined. I've kind of actually overwhelmed myself. So what I normally do when I get a project, so I'm actually just stalling right now until I can fill up this episode, but I'll talk a little bit. It's something I rarely do. So I kind of at 11 p.m. Central Time, which is where the location of me, I was like, okay, so I need to record a CaseCraft, so I've done it like in a little bit because I've been gathering resources for this. As you see, it's going to take a lot of wood and even more of the leaves themselves. And it's an interesting story how I actually got those. So where was I? I kind of overwhelmed myself a little bit because I told myself I was going to finish this tonight, and like a day or two we're going to, oh, I have an axe on me, great. And in a day or two we're going to get a bunch of people together, which I think people are getting excited for this. If I get the redstone really nice, I think we can get quite a few people running around in this maze and dying. But I got sidetracked again. I actually overwhelmed myself because at 11 o'clock I was like, okay, so that means I have to start building, gathering the resources together to put this together. So I pretty much started the first clip at 11 o'clock. So it's currently about 4 a.m., which is not totally out of the norm when I stay up, and I'm not in the middle of recording. Oh, I'm messing this up terribly, even though this is something no one's going to see. So if I get completely sidetracked, it's because it's pretty late. I'm usually just watching YouTube or talking to people on Skype right now, but I'm like, it's gonna take like a couple hours for the upload because I have terrible, well, I don't have terrible internet, I just have the best internet that I have the access to around here, which is not great. Oh man, that's kind of loud actually. Let's turn that down. Volume, there we go. Much more pleasing. And so I'm kind of hoping this turns out well, that you guys aren't bored. I kind of liked also at 11 o'clock I was like, oh crud, I thought of the idea to do the whole excavator cuts thing, so it's not just randomly I'll be right back and then boom, quick cut or whatever. I had to build that, so I had to look up YouTube, and thank God Corellis does a ton of like inspiration builds. And then I was like, well, I kind of got the idea I want to be inside of it when I do the quick cut, like I'm starting up the engine. Oh, dang it. Now I need to reinvent the wheel, pretty much. I need to take his build and then kind of turn it to my own. And I was like, I kind of played it off. I'm kind of giving away my secrets here, but I kind of played it. I was like, oh yeah, I always have to kind of take builds that already exist and make them my own. Well, the short time frame I have, I probably should have not done that. But I think it turned out well. I really like it. It's kind of little, I'm going to keep that design, so like in the future, I don't know how tall this is. I think it's 4. We'll make it 4. If it's 5 when you see the recording, I'm wrong. So there you go. Okay, so where was I? I had to not only redesign really good builders. I don't think I think he just saw it on the server and just showed people how to make it, which is very helpful because I made like a crane I was going to use, and it looked like garbage. So I was actually trying to reinvent the wheel there before I even saw a wheel. Pretty much, right? I was trying to create the concept of a wheel and then design it, that's at 11 o'clock, not the best idea. Oh, we ran out of hedges already. That's a good thing. I mean, I have a ton of them. I have like 4 double chests in my basement. So the cool thing, that's a great lead into how I got all of these leaves. There's really cool, I don't know if even people know this, but in one of the updates you can actually put 2x2 spruce saplings down and make a giant spruce tree, because I think it's some biome which is pretty rare. They have them. So that was very helpful, and I was like, so how am I going to get to the top of these giant pretty much pine trees, which is what they look like, the giant Christmas trees sometimes, which is pretty cool, and gave me ideas for when Christmas comes around and do the whole present thing, but that's sidetracking. How am I going to get to the top of this? Or I'll just have to make a bunch of little ones, which is not as cool, honestly. So what I did is I still had the I've been playing around with, actually you guys haven't seen this, but at my house I've been playing around with some of the slime block mechanics, and I was going to redesign the Skelly grinder because the Ender grinder is offline right now, and you're getting behind the scene CaseCraft stuff right now. Insider knowledge. So I've been looking at elevators so I can so you can just hurry up and pop up and down, and maybe people actually use my Skelly killers and I'll make some gold off that until the Ender grinder comes back online and then I'm poor again. Actually, I've been making some good money off those machines, but I'll get into that next couple episodes when I do something really cool with MVS, but I don't want to spoil too much on that. Okay, so where was I? It's now 4:01, so give me a little slack here. And this is looking great, and I shouldn't even have to be building this part. We're actually gonna let's bridge over. That's not gonna be there, I swear. Look, it's not gonna be here right now because I'll get rid of it. Boom. All right, let's get actually building the thing that we've been wanting to do, the centerpiece, the piece of resistance, you could say. Let's just make the temporary entrance right here because I need the centering. It's 3 and 3. Awesome. I am good at this. The numbers. And then we're going to, I think, put it 1 back. 1, 2. And I'm currently forgetting what this thing looks like. But it's fine. We're winging it. I have been told by many people I'm not good at making fountains. Because the one that spawned apparently isn't impressive. So I got to show some people up. Okay? They're not impressed with my stuff. We're building something here. Okay. How tall was this thing? You guys know how terrible a builder I am. I have to have like another Minecraft up to be able to just make that dang statue. Which everybody knows what it is at this point. I refuse to say what it is. So, where was I? I completely forgot. I absolutely forgot. So, oh yeah, because I had the elevator. Wow, that was like 5 minutes ago conversation. I had the elevator there, and I think so what I did is I actually measured it out so I'd get the big trees, and it wouldn't like ruin the elevator with how close the tree was, and actually just pop myself up the elevator, and then I would jump on top of the giant tree, and it's probably about like 20 blocks up in the sky. It's pretty big actually, the pine trees you can call them, and I think this is wrong already. Let's see, I think it should go like this. Oh, I completely broke it. I'm terrible at this game. Oh man, this could not go worse right now. Let's try to grab the water at least. So, there we go. This actually episode might run long because I have to run all the way back to get a pick. Hopefully that water will be down and not ruining my life. So what I do is I'd pop up and I'd hit the button, shoot up the ladder, jump down on the tree, and dig down. It was quite awesome. But I actually did the measurements of, because I am a nerd, I did the measurements of, so it takes 4 saplings. So I would do 4 individual trees, shear all of the leaves, and then cut the trees all down, and I would measure, or I would just compare pretty much of how many that would be compared to a 4 sapling giant tree. And actually, if you're going for leaves, you're going to, and you don't want to be like spammed with wood, you're going to want to do the small trees. But if you're going purely wood, you get 3 times as much wood, I think. It's ridiculous with the giant trees because they're 2x2, so they're really thick, but it's ridiculous how much wood you get from them. Alright, so let's try to get up here. And I think I could do this now. Let's do this. And let's just cover it up. That'd probably be the smartest thing to do. Can I... I need something to stand on. There we go. And this looks like a disaster already, so I'm excited for that. And let's do one more high up, because why not? I think this is actually how it's supposed to... Oh, no! Disaster again! We can fix it this time. There we go. So what this is supposed to do is I think I actually... Oh boy. I kind of forgot how this is supposed to look, but it's going to look great. Yep, that is not how it's supposed to look. I think this is supposed to be actually slabs right here. And then it like rests on top of it. It looks really cool. But you can see my disaster. This is what I'm going through. So when you watch us play the map, you could be like, oh man, he really struggled on that fountain. It's gonna be great because my actual plan for this is I want the hidden person to shoot through. They're gonna have to walk down their little tunnel, get all their potions going, and oh man, I'm completely giving up on this. You're gonna look at this, everybody. This is a great fountain. I'm good at these. I prove everybody wrong. Oh man. Okay, so let's pretend that didn't happen, and then I'll just put some more hedges down. This is great. Okay. What I want them to do is, so they're gonna go through their little tunnel, and there's gonna make a chest for everybody to get their weapons, and this is just my concept idea at this point. So in a few days when we actually record it, I will hopefully have all this done, and it'll be very smooth, and hopefully tested. That would be nice also. They're gonna go. The hidden's gonna go. Randomly selected hidden is going to go through their little tunnel, get all their potions. It's probably really loud again. I'm really paranoid. It's super loud. Oh, it's getting close to nighttime again. So we're gonna wrap this up really quickly. I just want to explain what's gonna happen. So they're gonna go through their tunnel, get all their potion effects, get their weapons, invis potion, whatever, and then am I running in the right direction? And then the people are going to get their weapons, but the hidden is going to have an elevator, a slime elevator. We've got to use the new mechanics, right? And they're actually going to jump. It's going to push them upwards, and they're going to swim through the top of the fountain, and then they're going to pretty much run from the center all the way. This would be a good example if I can show you the map itself. Is they're going to start in the middle, and they're going to run through the maze, and they're probably going to get lost. So it's going to add a really cool part about it. They're going to be looking for people. Oh god, Enderman. And I will have this lit up, don't worry. I don't want to have creepers blowing this up. Oh, you can see the water. It's too thick, so people shouldn't be able to see through it too much. But what they're going to do is people are going to start here, and they're going to pretty much go off in their directions, and then the mob's going to be going, or the hidden's going to be going in the opposite direction. It's going to be great. It should be really exciting. So the next CaseCraft is probably going to be us playing that, so look forward to that. I think I'm going to end that here. And the safety on top of my excavator that took me, I'm going to jump in the bucket. I'm going to end this in the bucket. So I'm going to end it here. Hopefully this was a long enough episode. It might have been a little short, or I might have rambled and it went a little long. So yeah, that's great. Okay. That's going to be the title of it. That's great. Thank you for watching. I'm Magic4. I hope you enjoyed this little talky episode and my thought process and building abilities on camera. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe if you want to, and thank you for watching, and bye!